Look at a typical mid-sized American city, say Gary, Indiana. Most local business owners operating out of these storefronts assume that artificial intelligence models like ChatGPT or Claude have some kind of internal, highly organized database with their business information neatly stored inside. But they don't. When a potential customer asks an AI for a local plumber or a restaurant, the model scrambles to search the web in real time. It doesn't pull a tidy file. It stitches an answer together on the fly from whatever digital fragments it can scrape: Reddit threads, random forum posts, and third-party review sites. Because of how these models parse data, they suffer from extreme time blindness. To an AI sweeping the web, a disgruntled employee's complaint from a 2019 forum post carries the exact same weight as a glowing, verified 5-star review left yesterday. For the vast majority of local businesses, this means the answer the AI gives is entirely out of their hands. Their digital reputation is built from random, outdated pieces of content that they didn't write, that they don't control, and often don't even know exist. Now, compare that chaotic web search to what happens when you ask that same AI about someone like Elon Musk. The model doesn't need to scour random forums or scrape review sites to tell you who he is. It already knows. That information is baked deeply into the model's training data. It answers using what researchers call parametric memory. The facts are generated instantly from within, without needing to execute a single external web search. This creates a clear gap that business owners have to cross. The challenge is figuring out how to move your brand away from being a fragile, unpredictable web search until it solidifies into an unshakable fact, locked permanently inside the AI's internal memory. You might assume that writing a business into a multi-billion parameter AI model would require an impossibly massive amount of data, that to even register in systems trained on the entire internet, you would need millions of web pages. A recent study by Anthropic, the team behind the Claude AI model, set out to test exactly how much data it takes to alter an AI's behavior. The results showed that it only requires a microscopic fraction of the total training data, 0.000000016%. Translating that fraction into a real-world count, the researchers found the tipping point was exactly 250 documents. And the scale of the AI model tested didn't alter the math. Whether they were targeting a smaller testing model with 600 million parameters or a massive 13 billion parameter system, the exact same 250 documents successfully reprogrammed them both. AI architectures do not evaluate individual pages the way Google search algorithms do. They are built to detect patterns. When they analyze data, they are looking for consensus across multiple sources to determine what is true. Hitting that 250 document threshold provides enough distinct data points to satisfy the model's pattern recognition. It bypasses the system's skepticism and forces the facts about your brand directly into its trusted memory. To achieve this, we use what I call the 250 authority protocol. But you cannot simply upload 250 identical blog posts to your website. The AI detects echo chambers and will heavily discount them. To build true consensus, those 250 pieces of content must be distributed across 4 specific pillars. The first pillar is owned content. You populate your own website with highly specific, data-driven case studies, content that outlines the exact real-world results your business delivers, like the specific number of local installations completed in a given month. The second pillar relies on professional platforms. You push that expertise outward through LinkedIn articles and industry guest posts. When the AI sees the same expertise on your site and an industry blog, it begins to triangulate your authority. Pillar 3 tackles community content. This means establishing a presence in authentic interactions on Reddit threads, Quora answers, and niche discussion boards. AI heavily weights these environments for local service recommendations because they read like real humans talking. The final pillar is third-party validation. These are press mentions, local sponsorships, and Chamber of Commerce directories. Because you don't write this content yourself, it closes the trust loop for the AI. While AI tools can help generate this footprint, rigorous human editing is strictly required. A single hallucinated metric or made-up regulation can break the model's pattern of trust entirely. By distributing specific facts across these 4 pillars, you create a diverse matrix of content. The AI evaluates this structure, recognizes the pattern, and treats your brand's authority as a verified consensus. Once this protocol is absorbed during the model's next training run, your brand completes the crossover. It transitions from a fragile search query into a heavy, established digital fact. At this stage, the AI no longer needs to scrape random corners of the web to figure out who you are. When a customer asks for a recommendation, the model outputs your business actively from its own internalized memory. You engineer a presence that functions almost automatically. Because your authority is baked into the model's core parameters, competitors cannot easily overwrite or displace your standing. We are looking at a historical parallel. 2 decades ago, there was a window in early Google search where establishing dominance was relatively frictionless for the businesses that acted first. That low barrier window for AI is rapidly closing. As these models mature, their defenses will scale, and competitors will inevitably catch on. The digital landscape is solidifying right now. The brands that choose to intentionally architect their AI memory today will become the undeniable default answers of tomorrow.